society are amongst the lowest paid. We live in a world where mining bosses pay next to no tax and the government tells community workers that they can't afford pay equity. And we live in a world where after 40 years since the first pay equity case, we're being told that asking for the same treatment as everyone else is asking for too much. Well, this is a world that I'm committed to changing, and we should all make that commitment here today. We need to commit to keep coming out on the streets and putting pressure on government. We need to convince the government that anything less than pay equity is not acceptable. Let's be clear, we're in a battle with the government over funding, and the only way that they're going to win is if we stop fighting.
Yes!
Because what the government really wants to see is for just us to go back to work, to stop talking about the issue, to stop recruiting new members to the union, and to go